Hi everyone. It is March 19th, 2021. So tomorrow is March 20th is the equinox. So for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, it is a spring equinox. For those in the Southern Hemisphere, the fall equinox. And it takes place a little bit after 5 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So that would be a little bit after 2 a.m. On the Pacific time zone. And then in Europe, of course, later on in the afternoon. And for, I believe, those of you in Australia, it will be on the 21st. But anyway, here we are. We are in a passage of another season. And it's more than that, because tomorrow the sun moves into Aries, 0 degrees Aries. When I'm filming this today, we are at 29 degrees of Pisces. And that is not only the last degree of Pisces, but that is the last degree of the entire zodiac. So today is kind of the day where our subconsciouses and our unconscious behaviors could really be like dredged up from the absolute bottom of our depths. So tomorrow we begin a brand new chapter. Tomorrow is actually considered the astrological new year. And for me personally, I am much more in tune with the wheel of the year than I am in some kind of random calendar year. I mean, I am very attuned with the cycles of nature. And so tomorrow it feels to me like New Year's Day. And astrologically, that is what it's considered. So when we start at 0 degrees Aries, we're starting at the beginning of the exploration of the self. And so in this reading today, we're going to be looking at the equinox energy as the energies of new beginnings of a new year. And that's the approach that Spirit wanted to take with this message today. For those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, we are going into the season of spring. You know, I have my little butterfly on here, right? And my pink colors. For those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, you're going into that season of fall, where you're going to be winding down more. And it doesn't matter which direction. It's all a brand new beginning. And for me, that new moon in Aries, which will be late at night on, I believe, Eastern Daylight Time on April 11th, like something like 10 p.m. at night. And then obviously in Europe, it will be on the 12th. So that day is so potent because we've just started the new year, and it's the new moon in the sign of the new year, which is Aries. What I have chosen, well, you know, what spirits have they wanted to do is they wanted to use the divine doors. So what doorway are we walking through on this equinox, this time of balance? Because do remember, no matter where you are in the world, it is one of the 2 days of the year where the daylight equals the amount of moonlight or night at light, right? So light and dark are in complete balance. So what doorway are we walking through at this time of balance and in this new year? And we're also going to be using my little favorite deck here. We're going to use the Work Your Light deck. And the deck that was really coming up this morning for this equinox energy is the Ancestors and Angels deck by Kyle Gray. Now, with this deck, I love this because it has, it's very earth, very earth oriented. And for me, this is a cycle of the earth that we are moving into tomorrow with the equinox. It is truly something that is an innate part of this planet, right? And so what we'll be doing is, first and foremost, we're going to use the Work Your Light and get an overall message for the equinox tomorrow and this time of new beginnings. Whoa, okay. Y'all saw that. Just fly right out of the deck. Wow, okay, it's like so much for one card. And I mean, this is beautiful. This is gorgeous. Lemuria, the card on top. Creating heaven on earth. So, I know this has been quite the year, right? Because it'll be just over a year that we started our great pause last year in 2020. This is really, I'm feeling like don't give up hope. All my beautiful light workers and everybody who's watching this video, don't give up hope. We are doing it. It may not seem like it, and there may be a lot of blowback from those that are not liking this agenda of a 5D plus consciousness being widespread across this planet. But that is what is happening. All of you, my Lemurian starseeds, this is the time that we've all been called to and called for. This is why we came back to this planet. And it feels like there will be on this equinox an infusion of light code activations. And these are the Lemurian Starseed Light Code activations that are going to take place to the next level. It's interesting, they're showing me 3 levels. Okay? And so, with these levels, we've already received, what level are we receiving tomorrow? They're like, interesting. They're saying last year you received the first level. So this is like a 2020 decade kind of thing. And they're like, this year you're going to receive the next level. And then next year, the 3rd level. And I don't know if it'll go through the decade, but I'm just getting 3 levels. So yes. This is what we're here to do. And this is a reflection of the macrocosm that Spirit wants us to reflect in the microcosm of our entire life. Okay, so all of our focuses in this New Year's equinox energy on March 20th, 21st is to truly be really honing in on what we love. How do we create that heaven on earth within our own personal lives? And a lot of it, I'm hearing self-care for a lot of people. And that makes perfect sense, because guess what the next card is? It is self-care. Boundaries. Oh my gosh. Okay. I can't make this stuff up, right? Boundaries. Saying no. I am a Pisces sun sign, right? My birthday was I think last week. It's like, feels like it was a million years ago already. But anyway, but I have got a very strong Aries signature where I have my Venus is in Aries. And Venus is the planet of love. And that is the warrior goddess signature in a chart, is to have Venus in Aries. And what the sacred warrior represents is protecting the innocent and setting up strong boundaries and learning how to say no. And so this sun going into 0 Aries, this next month going from, March 20th to April 20th, more or less, is going to really be igniting people. Part of the Lemurian Starchild, Starseed initiation is also the sacred warrior kind of initiation, where how do we create that heaven on earth through self-care, is by saying no, is by taking care of ourselves, allowing us to really not get worn down or get pulled out of, through guilt, through shame, into another person's belief system. Yes, Aries can be called selfish. And yes, Aries is the sign of the self and of the individual and of the sacred warrior that takes action to take care of the self. This is how we enact the heaven on earth. within ourselves and within our own lives. And what is the final portion of this message of the equinox? The Aries signature sun sign is birthing a new age. Look at that. Birthing, and I love the fact that it matches my outfit, right? Birthing a new age. And this is birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Boy, I've been feeling this very strongly. I've had a lot of people wanting readings, in the last few days, because over this weekend and during this week, because the energy really feels like it's breaking through. And I'm just really getting like, whoa, everyone, no, we are in this process. Please, please, please hold on to your sacred selves so that we can, we have our Lemurian star children who are here. And if you're watching this, I would say you are. Why would you be even listening to this message? Those codes are being enacted. Take care of yourself, because this is how we really are able to forge forward to build the new age. I don't even like that word, but to birth this new time into being, to birth this new paradigm into being, to birth this new fifth dimensional reality fully in consciousness on this planet. This is huge, right? Huge. This is a huge gateway that is opening up on this equinox. And I'm getting like two kind of different messages here. And I'm kind of looking for, here they are, they're right in front of me. The whole message about the Lemurian star seeds and Starchild. I have to pull a card regarding this, that message. So we have the Lemurian Starchild Oracle. And this is by LeeAnn Carpenter, and it looks like Michiel Kroon. Okay. And what message do we within ourselves really, in spirit, in the divine guidance of unconditional love, have as Lemurian star children and Lemurian star seeds have in creating this new way of being, this new paradigm? Ooh. This is always cracks me up. It's such a big deck. It's so hard to shuffle. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Oh, I love it. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that card. Lemurian Shaman. Okay. So this is how we really begin to enact. Oh, we talked about the Lemurian codes being opened up, the second level. This is bringing through the Lemurian Shaman energy. So, and I love the fact that we have, and also too, I love the fact that we had 3 cards, right? So we have these 3 cards that are talking about the equinox message for tomorrow. And they are almost like the 3 levels of those Lemurian light codes that are being activated. So in 2021, wrong end. In 2021, we had this enacted. So we had the foundation of creating this new paradigm, and it's really bringing out that Lemurian light code of love. The foundation of everything is love. That's what started in 2020, last year, on the equinox in March. Secondly, this year, guess what? We're getting the Sacred Warrior Lemurian Starchild Starseed Light Codes to take care of ourselves, to go beyond guilt and shame and peer pressure, and to step into our own sovereignty. That's what we're receiving. It'll finish off next year, 2022. God, I love that number, right? 2022. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 is a 6-year next year. 6 is a vibration of love and of success, but of love. Birthing a new age. This is what we're headed for next year. All of this message does pertain to this year, but these are the specific codes that are really going to be lit up and ignited and activated in this 3-year process. So this year is the Sacred Warrior and the Lemurian Shaman Light Code in particular. And let's see what this says. I mean, this is so gorgeous. It's a shadow dissolving in gaze of truth. Gotta love it. Shadow dissolving in gaze of truth. Going beyond fear. Initiation. This is huge. We know in this 5-year, 5's about the throat chakra. It's all about truth. So yes, there is going to be so much more coming out about Spirit's just like, about everything. Like the way that they're actually saying it is on a multitude of subjects. They're like, you can't even begin. They're saying you can make 150 videos about what the truth is going to be coming out about. It's like, just pick anything. And it's kind of funny. They're being very kind of flip, but it's cracking me up. But I love this. And look at, they're pointing to the eyes. They're pointing to the eyes here. And look at those eyes on this card. And they're looking into the depths. And the eyes are the color of the throat chakra. And it's the irises as well as where traditionally would be the whites of the eyes. The eyes on this are the truth. Also, look at where the bindi would be, right here. The third eye, look at that. It's like a pillar. It's like a pillar. It's interesting. It's like a flame and a lotus. So to me, it looks like a flame, a torch, but it also has a little bit of a lotus look to it. So to me, it's the flame of spiritual enlightenment. That's what I'm getting. It is the ignition of spiritual enlightenment. And right here it talks about initiation. These light codes, I think that's part of the reason that self-love message is coming up, is because some of us are really going to have to rest and to really be like, no, I need to take care of myself right now. Also, shaman, Lemurian shaman. The Lemurians had a great love for this planet and for all that she provides. The literal land, ocean, air. And so I feel that, especially they're really showing me, or like, I think it's both, especially here, we have the butterfly. For those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, this is really going to, that represents spring. I'm wearing mine. There's going to be a lot coming up. There'll be some environmental stuff that's going to be coming up over the next year. That's initiated by this equinox, and that's initiated by this initiation within us of our shamanic roots. I feel like even a lot more people may be awakening through plant medicine too. So, and just, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Please follow your own intuition when it comes to things like plant medicine. But it is coming through, so I am saying it. But I do have to give my little disclaimer because there is a lot of Kundalini that could be awakening across the planet. Okay. Anything else? Do they want to say anything? Oh, and I love the fact that there is this little dolphin. See that dolphin right here in the corner? So it's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous, just gorgeous. I know the dolphin energy. So that's the energy of the breath and the energy of playfulness and communication too. But I'm feeling like the springtime is very much going to be a time where we're going to see some things that are uncovered. And Aries, the beautiful thing about Aries is Aries does represent the warrior energy. So we are uplifting it to the sacred warrior energy, which I certainly embody and embrace that archetype because that's like the main thing in my natal chart. That's what I came here to do. And that being said, it's also the main lesson that I myself am here to overcome, is to be going beyond fear. That's part of what I'm here to do, is to go beyond fear and to be really, really courageous. And this Aries energy starting the year off is really going to help us all. And then I do still want to pull an Angels and Ancestor card to see what else we need to know or do. And then we'll pull the doorway. What more do we need to know or do? Oh, that was easy. Oh, this is kind of sweet. Okay, summer, bask in joy and light. Okay, so that being read strictly for the Northern Hemisphere will be on June 20th, heading into the season of summer. And even it's interesting because they're showing me, for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, on approximately, December 2021st, you'll be heading into summer. And no matter where you are in the world, that these will bring through the energies of this joy and light. We do have the possibility to manifest this, okay? No matter what may be happening in the world. This is a reminder of that, is that we have, no matter what time of year it is, we start today, is we have the potential of always living in the joy and in the light. And so finally, let us grab the Divine Doors. So this is the Divine Door deck by Andres and Engracia. And what door are we stepping through on Equinox into the new astrological new year? What is the door that we are stepping through? I'm going to shuffle it a bit. Here we go. There we go. They're such a small, they're so small that it's very, they're like a little awkward to handle. But I do love them, right? And let's do it this way. Oops. Oh, are you giving me, no, that's too many. Okay, I'm going to take, oh! They're one flipped over, so I took the one that flipped over. Look at this. Birth. Birthing a new age. We're being reborn here. And this butterfly's transformation. I pointed out the butterflies on the shaman card. There's at least that one big monarch up in the corner. There's another one, 2, 3. I see at least 3, 4. I think there's 4, at least 4 on here. Okay, so in each season, we're definitely going to have another level of rebirth. And I just love this. That almost, we got this bee card, right? And the bee medicine is sweet victory. Sweet victory. And this almost looks like a honeycomb, doesn't it? In a way, like those steps to me look like a honeycomb. So we are on our way to being able to step into sweetness and light and victory through this new rebirth. Yeah, sometimes, it's interesting. Okay, I have to read the back, the birth message. It says, another gateway appears in view. New life is unfolding with blessings for you. This is what starts tomorrow on the equinox in March. Okay. Birth, we know traditionally in our world, is being a painful event. That doesn't necessarily need to be true. There is, some people know about the dolphin births of women giving birth with the dolphins in the water, and that can be an ecstatic, transcendental experience. And this is what Spirit is saying, that we do have that choice. Even though there might be a little pain, but there is this birth through this new doorway created in the portal of the equinox on March 20th, 2021, is enabling us to be birthed through ecstasy into this 5D plus reality. I am really ecstatic personally about this message. This is a new message because I didn't feel it would be this high level, truthfully. I mean, I felt like tomorrow was important, and I wasn't even really thinking of doing this video. And during my meditation, it's like, no, you have to do the video. So I'm like, here I am, finally found time late in the afternoon here on the East Coast. And I am ecstatic at what is coming up here. And it is so hopeful that we are able to really move forward into the Aquarian age, into this new paradigm, into a new way of being. And so, the Lemurian Shaman is go beyond fear, stay in trust, love yourselves. And a blessed equinox to everyone. Bye now.